So what's the deal with peptides? Well, peptides are a small protein chain that tell your body what to do. They can regulate hormone metabolism, they can change immune function, and they can stimulate tissue repair. These things naturally decline as we age, leading to a slower healing process, more inflammation, and decreased muscle mass. Welcome to the Freedom Health Show. I am Dr. Matt Gianforte, and this show we're going to talk about shifting your mindset from disease management to health management. You see, if you're sick and tired of traditional sick care models and you want to know how to take charge of your health and feel younger, live longer, and stay disease-free, then you're in the right place. Because today's topic is one of the biggest breakthroughs in longevity and anti-aging. And what we are going to talk about are peptides. You probably have heard about peptides on the internet, people talking about them, the explosion of anti-aging supplements, and how people are actually starting to reverse their biological age. Now, let me ask you, do you want to wake up with more energy? Do you want to keep your joints strong, pain-free as you age? Do you want to prevent chronic disease before it even starts? If so, then this episode is for you. But first, we have to have the conversation of how we even got into this place in the first place. Here's the deal. What we've been doing to our bodies after the last 30 to 40 years has created a population that's more inflamed, more diseased, and more metabolically broken than ever before. We have more cases of diabetes, autoimmune disease, heart disease, and cancer than any other point in human history. 60% of Americans now have at least one chronic disease. 40% have two or more. Alzheimer's, which was once rare, is now one of the leading causes of death. And here's what's crazy. We spend more money on healthcare than any other country in the entire world, yet our lifespan is declining. So for the first time in history, we are spending more money and we're getting less out of it. Now let me ask you, are we actually getting healthier? Are we living longer? Are we living stronger? Or are we just becoming more dependent on medication? The reality is the traditional model of health is failing us. Doctors are handing out prescriptions like candy, blood pressure medications, statins, antidepressants, painkillers, treating symptoms rather than fixing the root cause of the problem. High blood pressure, here's a pill. Joint pain, here's another drug. Feeling tired, must be normal aging, right? But is that really the best we can do? Absolutely not. More and more people are waking up and saying, I don't want to rely on medications for the rest of my life. I don't want to end up in a nursing home at age 70, and I want to be strong and independent and vibrant well into my 80s and 90s. This is why longevity and the longevity movement is starting to explode. People are no longer just asking, how can I live life? They're asking, how well can I live and for as long as I possibly can? And that's where peptide therapy, anti-aging supplements, regenerative medicine are coming in. The peptide craze and anti-aging breakthroughs are amazing today. You know, right now we're in the middle of a longevity revolution. People are tracking biological age instead of looking at chronological age. They're using data-driven biohacks to slow down aging. They're leveraging peptide supplements and regenerative therapies to take control of their health. The biggest players in the field right now are peptide therapy, which is naturally signaling molecules that boost healing, muscle growth, immune function, and even fat loss. Anti-aging supplements that have nutrients that enhance cellular repair, DNA protection, and mitochondrial energy production. And regenerative therapies like cutting-edge treatments like stem cells, exosomes, PRP that are redefining how we recover from musculoskeletal injuries and create longevity. So what's the deal with peptides? Well, peptides are a small protein chain that tell your body what to do. They can regulate hormone metabolism, they can change immune function, and they can stimulate tissue repair. These things naturally decline as we age, leading to a slower healing process, more inflammation, and decreased muscle mass. But now, scientists have figured out how to reintroduce the peptides into the body to restore function and optimize aging. Some of the most powerful peptides for longevity are BPC 157. This one speeds up healing in joints, gut, and muscles. It's used by athletes and people with chronic inflammation. This one in particular is one that I've been taking, and I'm starting to see amazing changes in my joints. I wake up with less pain, less inflammation, and my gut has been feeling tremendous. Another one, CJC 1295 and ipamorelin. These can boost your body's natural growth hormone, which enhances fat loss and improves sleep and recovery. Thymosin alpha-1 can strengthen the immune function and fight inflammation and infections. These are all some of the most common peptides that people are using today to get great results, more energy, better sleep, faster recovery from workouts. And I will tell you, I have not been able to work out this hard in probably 20 years. I can do a workout day after day with really very little recovery, and my body feels great. I've got reduced joint pain as well and reduced inflammation. Increased fat loss and muscle retention is also a huge thing when it comes to these peptides. It's like biohacking your body's aging process. And here's the exciting part. These therapies aren't just for the wealthy and elite athletes anymore. They're becoming more accessible, more studied, and even more available for everyday people to improve their health. But here's where things get really exciting. When you fuel your body properly, you eliminate toxic stressors, enhance your system with peptides, you can actually reverse the aging process and the disease process that have been running your health into the ground. Now, I use the term reverse very lightly, because if you go back to doing all the things that got you into this situation to begin with, guess what's coming back? All these disease processes. So really, I should say, you reverse the disease as long as you continue to manage it appropriately. That's a big fail point that people have, is once they feel good, they just stop doing the things that made them feel good. So think about this. If you stop pouring gasoline on a fire, it stops burning, right? If you stop feeding your body junk, it stops breaking down. If you give your body the right foods, nutrients, peptides, and regenerative therapies, it can actually repair itself. And this is why people using peptides in combination with clean, nutrient-dense diets are seeing things like reversing insulin, type 2 diabetes, reducing joint pain, and arthritis. We have seen tremendous results with people with BPC 157 with joint pain. It improves gut function and digestion, more energy, better mood, mental clarity. Aging isn't the problem. It's the chronic inflammation that is breaking down our bodies that's the problem. These peptides and regenerative therapies can help us reverse that process. So when you control inflammation and optimize your body's repair process, you can slow down and even reverse many of these diseases that modern medicine tells you are irreversible. Or I should say this again, and I'm going to repeat it, you're managing your health better. Okay? And when you manage your health better, it will improve. Just like if you manage your finances better, your bank account is going to increase. That's the real power of peptides and longevity medicine. So here's your takeaways for this show. You can take control of the aging process. You can turn back the clock on disease, and you can feel better at 50, 60, or 70 than you ever did in your 30s. If you want to learn more, subscribe to my show, The Freedom Health Show, on the Apple Podcast. If you're looking for health information, go to our website, lifeworkskc.com. Okay? We've got health plans and resources. Of course, follow me on social media so that you're getting some of the cutting-edge strategies as we bring them into our office and we share them. So until next time, manage your health and don't just doctor your sickness.